Am I supposed to weigh these? Am I supposed to weigh the organ on the scale?
I don't know. Can you get closer to that guy and take his heart out? Use the scalpel on him.
Use the scalpel. I think I tried that already. John's just lying there like a bitch.
Wait, is there a handle on that thing?
On what?
The bed. On the left?
It's not an operating table.
Nope. Okay.
Nope, can't open that pad thing in the front either. But I think we're supposed to make the two beds equal weights, basically.
Yeah.
We still don't have any keys, right?
No. We have an organ.
Yeah, we have a fake organ, a fake chest.
Can you combine the...
A scalpel. Combine. Oh, shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's try cutting this organ with a scalpel. Organ key!
Wait, what, was that a real organ or a fake organ?
That was a...
Did you just cut into a plastic organ?
I assume it's like a
scalpel?
sponge. Maybe it was spongy. But if it was spongy, how do we have trouble getting it out? Also, if I when using the scalpel on it, just get the key out when it was in the thing, and I didn't even need to take it out.
Keith.
Like, I tried using a scalpel on it earlier, but it didn't count because it was inside of a thing, but who cares because it was exposed. Like, fucking...
Maybe it had to be turned a certain way.
Cool, it's unlocked.
Radical.
Radical, bro.
Okay, they're just hangers, Keith. Like,
you never know. Maybe one of them turns and then secret door opens, and that's actually door 9.
This isn't missed.
Shut up.
It's like, you're not...
Let's see if... Huh. A piece of paper. In a doctor's office? Preposterous. What's this? Is this some kind of medical record?
Medical?
New material's been added to the file screens.
Oh,
wait.
I forgot we had that.
There's nothing left in the drawer. Get fucked.
We do files some
Get
stuff.
fucked.
Get fucked. What?
Get fucked, dude.
What is that?
I found a beaker. No, I found a beaker. How dare you?
Dibs.
Lasers. Found a beaker. The ray of light going through the beaker. And it's hitting the thing on the right. I'd probably have to split the... I probably have to put something in the beaker that makes the light split.
Yeah.
And then magic happens over here. The white light on top is glowing. Yeah, but the red, blue, and purple ones aren't lit.
Yeah, you just have to do the
I
fucking
need to find
Jimi
a thing to
Hendrix
put
thing.
into it, but I have nothing else on me right now. Jimi Hendrix, you mean, fuck. Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Way too long to think of that name.
They're just musical.
Oh, look,
artists.
it's the 3 things that'll open when I do that, probably.
Oh.
Huh. It won't open. It looks like it's locked. There's a red plate on it. Do you think that means something?
You can do it for every single door.
Yep, blue plate. Damn, not opening. I like that every single one of them has a different... They had to make every one of them have the dialogue for each one individually.
Yeah.
Can't possibly repeat. Oh look, you just write 999, you get the cover. Ba 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 ba.
A sink. The doctors and nurses probably wash their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here.
Sounds like a guard that gives up just in time to not catch the player in every video game. Well, some of these areas are very empty.
What's this? A light switch? Doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, it's that symbol for Jupiter, I think?
Yeah.
It's locked. It won't even budge. Do you think this is the exit?
Oh, probably.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, the Jupiter key. You need a Jupiter key to do stuff outside, so that makes sense. Unless it's a different key. Nah, it doesn't matter. All of them are important. I'm just bad at remembering names. Ah!
What the hell are you doing? Don't you want to get out of here?
My butt hurts. I'm tired.
See? They do get tired.
Oh, you don't turn around? I was hoping they'd turn around because I want to see if anything was behind me. I checked everything, didn't I?
Yeah, and you got nothing. Like, you walked out of here, you lost more than you came in with.
But I got a file, right?
Yeah.
And
Which probably just told you exactly what we already came to. Up to the first page. Medical
this
records.
is confusing.
Medical records.
What the fuck? What? Left and right and up and down are not doing what you think they do.
Okay.
Your D-pad's fucked up on this thing. Where'd you say? Medical record. Medical record found in the preparation room. It has records of 2 mannequins. There's a male mannequin named John and a female named Lucy. The record shows each mannequin has a total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Oh. Okay. Tells you the weight of each individual limb, basically.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So press A to turn that off. There we go. Oh, the heart weighs 2.3 kilograms? Damn! John, that's a heavy-ass heart.
Lucy does not have a heavy heart. Also, Lucy weighs more than John. Does not look like she does, though, at all.
She's a little pudgy.
With her, like, horribly, like, rippled inward, like, squeezed-ass waist and, like, tiny-ass limbs.
Look at those,
look
at those thighs. She got some
Her
thick
thighs are terrifying, somehow. Like, holy shit.
John almost doesn't have a gap, but Lucy, she got too big of a gap.
she's got the thigh gap that everyone wants.
Gap.
Everyone's starving them for that thigh gap. Unrealistic expectation for women? I think not.
If they can make mannequins like it, they can make people like it.
Yeah, obviously. That's how people work.
Yeah.
I bet we unlocked both doors at the same time. With the same key. Awesome, it's unlocked. So that's why. Oh my god. This one's the scary one.
I've created a monster.
But no one wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady on chopped liver, so we can chop it up and get a key out of it.
Could someone do a compilation video of how many times they use that shitty ass joke?
And then I immediately say that afterwards because I can't stop myself. It's happened a lot over the last
It's gonna be like a
6 years.
It's gonna be like a 16-minute video.
Too long. Too long of a video for literally saying the same thing over and over again with no jokes or variations or even parts where we laugh. Because we've never laughed. We've never laughed when we said that.
It's for the audience at home, Keith.
Hey, Junpei, you think there are any slugs on this ship?
What?
Huh? Well, if there are, I was thinking we could put salt on them. What's she pointing at? The label states sodium chloride.
Oh, Knackle?
Knackle? When you made that name, did you know how well it was going to fit you later as being the saltiest bitch ever?
Nope.
Your fucking name, Knackle, son of Knackle.
But it is why people...
Literally, I am salty, descendant of more salt.
Descendant of even stronger salt.
Salt, huh?
Whoa.
Whoa, that was freaky. That animation would work better if we could see more of her body. You think Seven will shrivel up if we put it on him?
Hey. You say something?
No, never. Knackle, son of Knackle. Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. How do you know it's iron? The label says iron, you bitch. Iron stands for iron, right? Fucking, it says iron.
You'd be like the worst fucking chemist ever. Just the worst.
The worst teacher. Huh? Something stinks.
Not even a teacher. You like you.
Is it coming from this bottle? Is it gonna be sulfur? It says NH3.
Well, that of course stinks. It's ammonia.
That's also a primary contender.
Why do you guys know so much about the periodic table?
Only some of them, though, about some things.
Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H5OH, right?
Oh, is it alcohol? Because that's gonna be in trouble, though. It's probably literally rubbing alcohol. Stupid. It's ethanol.
That's right. It's also known as ethanol alcohol.
Ethyl alcohol.
Ethyl alcohol. It's pretty much what booze is made of.
So, you're gonna drink it?
Nah, I won't. It might say that's what it is on the label, but it could be anything in there.
Probably rubbing alcohol or something.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Quiz time, Andrew. What is the chemical composition of ammonia?
HC2?
No.
NC2?
No.
Ammonia? Hey, Junpei! There's dihydrogen monoxide on the shelf.
Dihydrogen.
Whatever.
It's always di. Do you know the dumb joke that's happening here?
No?
Dihydrogen monoxide? Do you know what that stands for?
What are you asking me what the elemental letters are for it?
Yeah.
The H?
DH?
Or DM?
What does di stand for? What's the prefix di stand for?
9?
No.
No. Wait, die?
Yeah.
Like DI?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, should I know this?
Yes, you should.
I'm like a little lost here.
It's mono, di, tri.
Oh. Yeah, Snake's dead.
Wait, what? So if di is 2,
Yeah, and Snake is dead. There's 2.
so dihydrogen monoxide, what would the chemical be?
2. H. M. I know hydrogen's H. That's all I know. I don't know what monoxide is.
I just said mono, di, tri. What does mono stand for?
1.
So dihydrogen monoxide.
1, 2, 3. Or 2, or 3, 2, 1. Or 2, 2, 3.
So the game's probably gonna make fun of 7 for being dumb here, but you'd make the exact same mistake. It's H2O. Water.
Oh.
It's an ongoing joke. Is that?
Oh right, dihydrogen. I was
So,
thinking of like.
an ongoing joke right now for like memes and shit is they make fun of people like, ew, don't put chemicals in my stuff, when chemicals are literally all of the universe. Is that they're like, look at all these bad effects caused by dihydrogen monoxide. Many people have died after drinking dihydrogen monoxide and all this other stuff, when it's like literally like it's just water. Like it's making fun of scare campaigns.
They're not wrong. Water's like super deadly.
Water's ever present. It's so closely tied to everyone who's ever died. It's
It's 90% of your body. If you drink too much, you'll die.
Water is a highly addictive substance.
It is. You have to have it to
Once
survive.
you've had it, you can't put it down.
I don't even think that's an option. You are born in it. You were born in fucking dihydrogen monoxide. Like you cannot stop. Like it is a problem. It's a dangerous problem. Babies die in dihydrogen monoxide constantly. Like it is the most deadliest element on the planet next to oxygen, which kills literally every single life form that ever interacts with it.
If you get stuck under a layer of dihydrogen monoxide, you will die.
You can't have a layer.
Suffocate.
You cannot have a layer of dihydrogen monoxide.
It's called the ocean.
It's not a layer.
If you get stuck in it, you
That's a
drown.
liquid, you asshole. You can't have a
but the
layer
joke
of
is
liquid.
you gotta phrase it in ways that don't give away that it's water.
But I'm saying,
That's the joke. Like it will suffocate you.
yeah, it will suffocate you.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You can't get stuck under a layer of it.
Watch me. Wait.
You'll just float to the top, stupid.
Why don't you just say water? Oh, that was all they're gonna say. They're just making fun of me.
Are you happy with yourself? We did all this just for nothing.
I've never been happier. I get to fuck with you for chemistry for a bit.
I can't remember shit about
What's this?
Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2. Oh.
Do you know what that is?
That is,
What's the chemical name of CO2, Andrew?
Oh shit, what is the chemical name of CO2? Carbon.
You could use context clues with the other name we just established a moment ago.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
What would you call 2 oxides? Not monoxide.
Dihydrogen.
Dihydrogen. Do you genuinely not know? You can't figure it out?
What is it? It's it's like dicarb something, right?
Well, the 2 is by the O.
Dicarbohydrate.
The 2's by the O, not the C.
Oh. Dioxygen.
If you read it from
carbon dioxygens.
You're incredibly close to saying something that you've heard of all around yourself.
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah, I could not tell. I genuinely can't tell if you're fucking with me at some point. I'm like, you're like one syllable away. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I know what CO2 is.
So it's a can filled with carbon dioxide.
What? Dio.
Dio. Just Dios mío.
It was Dio all along.
It was Dio. A bottle of ammonia. It says NH3 on the label. Why are we here? Rectangular table. I wonder, did people mix medicine on this thing?
No.
No. There's a note on top of the table. Iron 1, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, ammonia, ethanol, question mark. What a great recipe.
Who made this recipe?
Half the ingredients are of unknown quantities.
Like a dude with amnesia?
Fuck it, just kill yourself, build a bomb, it'll be fun.
I mean, you can actually kill yourself that way.
Yes.
If you fuck
Mixing
up
the wrong quantities of ammonia with shit? Like,
yeah, mixing the wrong quantities of ammonia.
And ethanol.
Like ammonia and water is enough to can make a concoction that's deadly if you add I think it's ethanol in it.
Oh, good. Great. Can't wait.
Wait,
what does this have to do with getting the body parts of a mannequin? That's interesting.
Well, because it unlocks the testicle.
Yeah, but it's a 3-digit number for some reason too.
Yeah, well, when you figure out the quantities for those, then you get the code.
If you do this chemical equation, what it'll do is it'll magically spell the answer.
Well, no, if you figure out how many
like
quantities.
a Mickey Mouse potion. What do you think this is for? Maybe it's got something to do with this box?
I don't know why they put it next to a box. That has nothing to do with the box.
Yeah, of course not. Blue liquid. I'm so glad that this one has labels like everything else.
Excuse me? What is blue liquid?
It's blue drink.
Blue drink.
I think there's something inside this bottle. Why don't you try? That's you.
Why don't you try pouring out some of the some out into the cap?
Can't see any reason why not. Everyone dies. What's that? It's bright blue. You think it's alien blood? Blah, blah, blah.
Where the hell did that come from?
Then what do you think it is, Seven?
I don't know. Some sort of special bath soap?
What a boring guess.
Well, yeah, Seven's not like 12 years old like you are.
Bath soap is a weird thing to find here. Looks like there's something inside the bottle.
Why don't you try pouring some out into the cap?
Can you see the map? Can't see any reason why not. What's that? It's bright red. Do you think it's alien blood?
No, it's just regular blood now.
Yeah, but it'd be funny if she just said it again. Yeah. Like, everything's alien blood, no matter what color it is.
Aliens. No, blood's thicker than that.
Then what is it?
Beats me, it's probably bath soap.
Yeah, way less. They had way less to say about that one. Is it blood? Nah. The end.
The end.
End of story. All right.
So go grab your ingredients. Well, look at the first line. Maybe represents a number.
Oh no. Maybe she said it like it was a real question mark.
Yeah.
There are no quotes around it, to be fair. I think it's supposed to be bold, maybe, but I'm not sure.
It is bold.
It's really hard to tell when it's one symbol.
Maybe bold question mark represents a number.
It's your favorite thing, Andrew. Variables.
Great. I don't think it's actually variables, though.
1, 2, 3. What was the last part say again?
I bet you it's the numbers that you use to get in here.
Do we use numbers to get in here?
4, 5, 7.
That'd be weird. The numbers of our people? Box locked. Well, looks like you need to enter a passcode in the keypad to open it. I can only enter 3 numbers. Fuck. Okay, yes. Let's give it a shot.
7.
Oh, there it is. I was reading it. I was expecting it to be the other direction.
Well, there's variations of it, so 5, 4, 7.
That'd be silly though. Oops. I don't think this is a reasonable guess.
I didn't say guess.
I think the clue's gonna come from inside the puzzle somewhere.
You just take those bottles that they're asking for. The bottles probably have indicators on them. In all honesty, not those ones. I'm saying the water, the salt, and the
bath soap.
You need all these ingredients you just got done looking at.
There's salt on the shelf. Label says sodium. Take it.
Knackle. Na is sodium and Cl is chloride.
So salt is made up of 1 sodium atom and 1 chloride atom.
Which is why it's a 2 on the list.
What?
I don't know.
No. There's a bottle of salt on the shelf.
Just
Salt's made of 1 sodium and 1 chloride atom. Well, the dialogue kept changing, which was weird, so I was like, maybe it progresses.
So go up and talk to the water.
The water, was it up here?
No.
No, whoops.
That's iron. Same difference though, it's on the list.
Oh, you think I need to click on them in that order?
No.
There's a bottle of water on the shelf. Label says H2O. Hint.
Click on the water again.
Canister of carbon dioxide on the shelf. Label says CO2.
H2O. H must mean hot, and O probably stands for orphans. Hot orphans.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, hot 2 orphans.
What the fuck, Seven? What the fuck?
I think he's just joking. He's not that stupid.
But it's so weird.
Is it?
It's like weirdly creepy. Hot orphans?
I say stupid shit about orphans.
If
all the
anything,
time.
it's like, I mean, I would hope that maybe it's just like a weird, like jumping out of like his memories of the fact that he like was here to save orphans or something.
They weren't orphans. They were.
No, they're just
they
kids.
were actually kids that were kidnapped.
They were actually kids, unlike fake kids that are orphans.
Well, they're not someone's kids. Like that's literally what an orphan is. They're not someone's
So
child.
H2O.
So H2O must be made of 2 hot orphans.
What the fuck?
I like this guy.
Seven, is your head okay? What is wrong with him? A little water on the shelf. Yep.
CO2. C is for carbon and O is for oxygen.
Why do you know that one? So carbon dioxide is made up of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms.
I think he's just making a joke. I don't think he's actually.
I can't tell.
NH3. N is nitrogen and H is hydrogen.
So in other words, ammonia is made up of 1 nitrogen, 3 hydrogen atoms. Yes. Ethanol. Label says blarg. So many things.
Click it again. C2H5OH. C is carbon, H is hydrogen, and O is oxygen.
So basically, ethanol is made of 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. Do you think this is like 9? Number 9?
Huh?
Let's double check real quick. Wait, what? No, go to the table.
So iron is 1. Salt is
1
2,
atom,
water's
2 atoms, 3 atoms,
Yeah.
carbon dioxide.
That's what I was saying. When salt was 1 atom, 2 atoms.
So CO2 is 2 atoms, NH3 is 4 atoms, so the answer is 3, 4, 9.
There you go.
Combination. Okay. So we're doing the thing again where it was, we looked at all the plates and we're like, are the plates a puzzle? And it's like, no, it's giving you an example on how to do the counting system here.
Yeah.
3, 4, 9. Shit.
Well, that's
I did it.
that's a way to tease it.
That's creepy.
Oh, an arm and a heart.
Fake heart. Hit me with your fake heart.
What's on the bottom of that heart?
Come on and hit me with your fake heart. It's got a zipper. It's like one of those like stuffed animals you unzip and then you invert it. And
Heart 2.0, now with pockets.
Pocket heart. A heart. This thing is super creepy.
This ain't good for the heart. Shot through the heart.
And you're to blame.
You give my arm a bad
Now she has
name.
2 arms.
No. Only has 1, because you can't even put the fucking rest of it. Combine the arm and the chest.
It's the right arm of the body. It's kind of creepy. That's judgy. That's what that is.
What? I thought it said that was... Okay. Well,
Maybe we just need to find every piece.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean that was already the original goal. I'm just maybe we have to find them all first before
I just
we start
mean
mixing them
considering
together.
there's nothing else. Oh! I get it.
What is it?
Go back to
What
the
are we talking about?
preparation room.
Preparation
Think we
up.
should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here,
ethylene diamine tartrate?
Yeah, that's right. It's EDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still,
I don't know, the surgery mess?
Yeah, medical supplies? Or floors? I don't know.
Oh, God.
looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
What? Wait, did you drink it?
Yep.
I don't know if
No,
That's-
you would die if you drank it.
I don't know.
You remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals.
Crystals?
They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But
Wait, would you clean with the crystals?
a year after the factory
Rub 'em
started
deep.
up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate.
Wait, didn't we talk about this story before?
Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there.
Once the water got attached to it, that made them a hydrate. But then that wasn't any use as a cleaner. Once they started becoming hydrates, they were useless. Like he said the same sentence twice, right? Basically.
He did, but here's the thing. This is the same exact story that happened before about the
might match the story that June was telling about how like
telepathic fucking crystals or
yeah,
whatever.
maybe. I don't know. He hasn't gone there yet. He might just be talking about like, ew, corrupted samples fucked it all up.
After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere. Even ones nowhere near that first American factory.
Nope.
God damn it.
They've
It's
been
all
making crystals
psychic.
the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal.
Bullshit. It's called a fucking clean room. Vacate
That
every
seems
sing-
unlikely, yeah, unless
Like, why
unless-
is there water all around your fucking goddamn rooms?
like he didn't say the chemical he didn't say what the chemical formula for EDT was, did he?
No.
Because if there's no hydrogen and oxygen in it, then there would be no reason for there to be even
In order
water
for
in it.
Yeah, before that to happen, they're acting like hydrogen's just magnetizing itself to this crystal. But that can't just happen.
Oh boy, this is it's gonna be a scary one, isn't it? Yeah. Ethyl and diaminotetraacetic acid. So that's a scary ass.
Type in EDT crystal.
Well, I just wanted to find up.
Oh, if it had hydrogen in it.
I wanted to. I just want. Oh, I'm in the ambiguity page. That's why I was confused. Okay.
The ambiguity page.
Yeah.
This is very ambiguous. We don't know if this is an element or not. We just kind of ambiguously think it is.
No, it's the disambiguation
No, I know.
wiki page.
I'm just saying, like, it just sounds. When you say it's ambiguous, like, just an ambiguous chemical compound. We just don't know what it is. I mean, I'm trying to think. Is there any?
All right. Okay. So no, I can kind of see it happening. It's C10H16N208.
So it
It's a
has hydrogen already in it.
So it has hydrogen and oxygen in it. So they're probably having trouble with the hydrogen and oxygen forming into water and then attaching to the crystals. So having trouble forming the crystals correctly.
Then just
At least the right elements
But
are
that's-
there.
I mean,
I'm not
that's
going to
not-
research right now whether or not these myths are
that's
these
not
weird
that's not
things are right.
impossible though.
What?
You can keep that from happening.
Possibly.
I mean, it's just we have the
Just
technology.
gotta science harder.
Well, no, we have the technology to keep atoms from touching one another.
Let's keep going though.
Because that's the whole process.
I was just curious to see if hydrogen and oxygen were in there or not. Because I was like,
Seriously, what are you doing with fucking pure EDT crystals? You're not rubbing them on things. Like, what the fuck? What does it matter? If you can make EDT itself, then why do you need crystals of it?
Even
Doesn't
in
that seem
EDT research 10
counterintuitive?
years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just...
Wait, he's saying it never
Right.
had a hydrate.
yeah.
So it never had the. That's impossible though. Didn't you just look it up and it has hydrate in it?
He's claiming that somehow every time they made EDT, it never had problems with becoming hydrate. Then magically, they all became hydrates one day, somehow.
So like there was a time before time, like that EDT was a chemical compound that didn't require hydrate.
Spooky ghost
And
science.
then now we just have to wait. And so then what? We just acknowledge now forever that it has hydrate because you can't make the old version. That seems a little not how science works. Science just doesn't replace things.
I don't know. I can't stop this to fully research the.
I'm not
hydrate
asking
thing.
you. I'm just saying that this seems like everything.
It sounds exactly as weird as it did when June started talking about
every
it.
fucking theory is just.
And these are two of the least reliable people to get information from sometimes. So
yeah,
it's
one
a
has
little iffy
amnesia
there.
and the other is a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
It was like, man, how do you say it?
For me, the issue is just more like whenever there's like, once multiple people are all saying it, then it starts getting that territory of like, what if it's one of those things where everyone just like all heard the same story about how Marilyn Manson had his ribs removed so he could suck his own dick?
I thought
And
he did though.
No. That was just a story that somehow everyone in the entire world knew in high school and middle school and shit. Like, for some reason it spread,
Well,
like, it was
at
like...
that
it
point,
was
why
like,
don't you just make the rumor real? Get one of your goddamn ribs removed and make us all feel better.
It was one of those things that just became, like, pre-internet viral information. Like, for some reason it just spread to
What a
everybody.
sad life.
Or, like, blowing in your cartridge and all those other ideas.
That
like,
was right though. That actually.
Or, like, you swallow 8 spiders in your sleep every year. Or, like... Or, Daddy Longlegs, the most poisonous spider in the entire world, but its fangs can't penetrate human skin. It's like, Daddy Longlegs aren't spiders. They don't have fangs. Or poison. They're harvestmen. They're just 8-legged creatures that walk around and eat leaves and shit. Or aphids. They are not spiders.
They're just striders.
Kind of, yeah. I think striders are also harvestmen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like,
another
it's
one
like
is the
they're-
knuckles.
It's like they're literally miscalculating things.
I remember my grandparents used to say it all the time.
If you
like,
pop your
"Don't-
knuckles, you get a bad something.
You're gonna get arthritis, and I was like, "That's how you get air out of your knuckles, you idiot. That's the way you make so you don't."
masturbate, you're gonna turn into the wolf man and eat your family. You never heard that one?
No, I heard the one about getting hairy palms.
That was the joke, because I went way
Oh.
past it.
Oh, I was like, Jesus.
All of Teen Wolf is just a masturbation joke.
I'm not surprised. I've seen Teen Wolf, and it does feel like
It is not a good movie.
it's not a good movie.
Not a
no.
good movie.
Good is not a feeling I had watching.
But they were like, well, we better put it out now. Like, you hear about that story? Like, the movie was on hold. Then they put it out because they'd already filmed it in advance and it was already made, but they didn't know if they were going to distribute it. But then he was in Back to the Future and that was taking off. So like, oh, we better put out Teen Wolf now because it's got the same guy in it. We're gonna make money, and then it did make money. So they made sequels, but he didn't want to be in them. So they got somebody else. Like, I don't know if it was like Tobey Maguire or something awkward like that. Like some other kid was in the rest of the next Teen Wolf movie because they kept making more.
That is a very smart career decision.
To not be in more Teen Wolf
Yes.
movies. And then for some reason, because we have no ideas, 20, 30 years later, we make a fucking Teen Wolf television show.
What?
That happened. There was a Teen Wolf show in like within the last 4 years.
The Teen Wolf show?
Yeah, because we are a farce of ourselves at this point, and everything's really embarrassing.
What the fuck?
I don't remember how it got here. Let's keep going.
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomena spread throughout the world. Right?
Nanomachine, son!
Yeah, that's it exactly. But how did you know?
I heard another story, kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
So this is worth noting. So while it appears that the game's keeping track of the exact path we took to get to where we are.
Yeah.
So whatever the last option is we do before we move forward becomes like our canonical choice. Like if I look at the chart right now, we went with June forever now.
Oh yeah, that's what
the
the green line is.
So the way
green line
went-
tells you exactly what.
So the way we went first is gone forever because
Yeah.
we've continued forward since with the June option. So now, and this is our last one here. So the 2 times we go in the specific directions where we talk about crystals having memories and shit are the 2 canonical paths now. So if there's like a part 3 to that particular thing, we'll actually get it because we've like touched the previous plot points about it. Because like while it looks like just going to the chart to seeing everything, there do appear to be dialogue choices that affect future things, and it just has to remember that stuff, and like that'll make it a little confusing to tell what our canonical story is and stuff. By the way, once we finish this, it's all new content here on out. I guess it always kind of is, but we'll be seeing new story too, as opposed to just new branches that have new... Same story, new rooms.
It's all the same. It's all new stuff to us, no matter what. But
yeah, but it'll start becoming new story, as in like we'll know what the it'll be new plot.
well, we just won't know. Well, it'll be.
We're seeing new rooms and new
Yeah.
character development so far, but no new plot.
Yeah.
The overarching plot is not developing for us at all.
Well,
but now
it didn't really develop when we went the submarine route, anyways.
Yeah, but once
because everyone
we
was
died,
dead.
that was plot.
That was an absence of plot.
But once we do this, we'll find out. Would these go? Which one do you think is the true ending? The middle one, probably. That means once we get to that choice, by the way, where we're picking which of these to go, we have to stop looking at the flowchart again, so that we don't spoil whether or not we're on the true ending path or not.
Well, you're coming up with the assumption that the true ending is even achievable by one of these means.
yeah.
It could just be an ending that happens after you get all the endings.
But I just mean, like, the way that we were trying not to look at the flowchart during our blind playthrough at the beginning, once we get to that choice, we have to then stop looking at it again for a while so we don't have preconceptions about where we are on this chart.
Well, I can tell you for certain that the far left one is clearly not the real ending.
yeah.
Because that's just one and done. So it's literally novel death.
Yeah, it's just
Like-
a death scene with no escape room.
So I don't know what that is, but that's a bad choice that you can make.
Yeah, so the moment we get to here, I'm going to stop looking at the flowchart again.
Yeah. Well, obviously, because
Yeah.
we don't want to know which one we're on.
Spooky.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you?
Know
ice.
something about Ice 9? Ice 9, baby.
Do you know about Ice 9?
This is what it feels to chew Ice 9 gum.
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9.
Eiffel 65.
Ice.
Hey,
Ice.
I have that
ice.
album.
Ice, 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 baby.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
What?
Alice!
What?
Chotomate.
Chotomate.
Alice who? Are you talking about Lotus?
Alice from Resident Evil? Oh, wait, what was Lotus's daughter name? Kid's name that was missing? And
Nova.
oh, Nona,
and
because Nonary Games.
Yeah.
That's what the tie was. We're like, well, that's a weird name for this thing.
Yeah.
You know, a kid named Nona?
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Oh, the mummy. We're talking about the mummy that wouldn't
Yeah.
melt. Never mind. I'm like, what the fuck? A person that won't melt? Like, normal people don't melt.
What?
But no, they're talking about the mummy that doesn't thaw.
One of the cast members melt, and it was like, it was the mummy the whole time.
Bah, bah, bah. Alice wakes up, starts stabbing everybody. That's what the fucking submarine ending. I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad if a fucking, like, psychic mummy just fucking wakes up stabbing everybody like Mr. Freeze or something. Like,
Chill out.
chill out.
Huh?
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah, and
It
that
was
bi-
1912,
Yeah,
I
and that
remember the
bitch
date.
wouldn't make space on the plank. Leo had to die.
No, fucking June will shut up about it.
By the way, there's like fan fiction expansions in our comments that explain that in that clip, Leo actually was dead because his bomb went off, and that he was just half of a person hanging off of it because it was all 999. And that's why he never got on the plane, because he was dead, because it was he got his bomb went off in his torso.
I'm imagining the ending of Titanic where the old lady throwing the necklace off is actually just the watch. Like, she just held on to Leo's watch and she like throws it into the water, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, it still has the dead symbol on it because he's
She
so
drops
failed.
it. She drops it in and the red dead activates, and it's like she blows up finally on the dock. Like right after the credits roll, the old lady explodes. There's been some fun 999 Titanic jokes in the comments.
Good. They deserve it.
More than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history.
What
What about
about It's not the worst maritime incident in history.
Accident.
It's still not the worst accident. 1,500 people's nothing.
Is there going to be like a really offensive thing? Like what's
Have you
coming?
seen World War II? Storm
not-
on the
that's-
beach?
that's
That was a
not-
maritime accident.
That's not an accident.
Or
I thought you were gonna say Pearl Harbor. I'm like, that's not an accident. That was a deliberate attack.
well, yeah, that's a deliberate attack.
Yeah. So was the war.
D-Day wasn't. No, we were just cruising on our fucking ships trying to get to a beach and have a nice vacation, and Nazis started shooting at
That's
us.
definitely not what happened.
Unnecessary naval conflict.
It's definitely not what happened.
It was an accident on the coast. It counts as a maritime accident.
We're living in a special world when fucking Conqueror's Bad Fur Day is more historically accurate than you are.
There's nothing about me historically accurate.
Did you hear about
Not
the
even
boat
my
that was
birth
sent to collect the
certificate.
dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right?
Wait, is that real? Does someone have to go and collect those?
Well, yeah, you want to go try to find the dead people if you can.
Aren't there sharks in that water? Fuck that shit.
You use a net.
What if I get sharks in my net?
Then you eat shark.
I don't want to pull up a shark in a net.
Shoot it.
What?
You could kill a shark when it's in the net.
A shark could also kill me.
You're not going to get fucking deep blue sea. They're in a giant ship, and
You
they're gonna,
say that, but
they're in a giant ship, and if they're trying to net people, get them out like it's fucking like oil in the water, and they're trying to save the seagulls or something. And like, that's 1,500 people. That's a really fucked up joke. If you catch a shark, it's not going to deep blue sea and like go get on the deck and start eating all your cooks and shit. Like
I
you
watched
you
Jaws.
just,
Fuck
you just kill
off. It's gonna happen.
It never came out of the water in Jaws.
It bit the back of a boat.
Do you see how big the boats we're talking about are?
Yeah, they're
like
like
giant cruise ships. It's not going to get them.
what, the RMS Capper Demon? No, I didn't. I don't know how big that boat is. I'm assuming it's like the size of a nautical submarine.
Why would it be a
Tiny
submarine?
little. That's what fucking what's his face used.
Who?
James Cameron. When his little nautical submarine was like, "Oh, look, Titanic," and then it was
No,
like,
I think the implication here is that a bunch of the bodies were floating, and they went to retrieval. To
they were
scoop
on the
up-
surface?
Yeah, I was saying the scooping
Oh.
up bodies with a net, probably.
what, like a pool thing, like
Yeah,
a pool net.
that's
Just
exactly
like-
what I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about literal fishing net, like catching the sunken bodies, like
I
throw
mean,
a
a
net
fishing
down.
net is literally what you would use. Yes,
Well, no, but I'm saying like you know
they're not going crabbing for bodies.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they
Their
were
bodies aren't going to take the bait.
Well, you
They're
don't
already
have
full
to.
of water. I just broke Andrew. He's defeated right now.
Water. I can't eat another bite. Ugh. This ocean's got me full up. I ain't nicking.
This is the dumbest series we've ever done. It's not even a Sonic game. It's just like the conversations are what the fuck.
But it is the fastest thing alive.
It's the slowest game we've ever played, and we're making it slower. We're making it so much slower.
Fucking tell me about this Caprathema catheter. I don't know, whatever.
Can you try again. Try
The
again.
RMS catheter.
You can say it. I believe in you.
RMS Capathia.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Capathia.
Carpathia.
Is it Carpathia? Capathina?
Do you not see the R?
Well, Carpe Diem.
Yeah, Carpathia.
Cleopatra.
Coming at you.
It was a
Carmen
cruise
Sandiego.
liner, just like the Titanic.
Where in the
Wait,
world
they sent a cruise
is
liner to go
Carmen
pick up dead
Sandiego?
bodies? I thought the fucking RMS...
I literally just called it a cruise ship in the previous
I know,
long-ass
but
conversation where the screen never moved.
I thought the Carpathia was the...
Carpathia.
I thought Carpathia...
What's wrong with you?
I thought the Carpathia was the ship that the survivors went to.
Yeah, no.
I thought that was the ship that they flagged down that wasn't there fast enough, and they just basically swam the
Oh
lifeboats.
wait,
to
did they
them.
said they were getting? Did they said they were rescuing people or scooping up the bodies?
Is
I
they
don't
were
remember
scooping
now.
up the bodies? I thought.
Oh, shit.
Check the fucking logs.
Shit. Oh wait,
Just
that's
press
not-
up.
I forgot about that. I forgot to go to the
Alright.
screen. Yeah, click the dead bodies.
Yeah. I thought the Carpathia. I don't know. Whatever. The Carpathia was. I thought that was the ship that the survivors went to on the boat on the escape boats. Oh, that's what the one they swam to.
What
And
if
then-
like Carmen Sandiego had like good endings and bad endings, and like the bad ending was the Titanic?
like she sank it?
No, it's like she's out in the Titanic when it sinks.
Oh.
It's like, oh.
I was thinking like the bad ending was you didn't stop her from stealing the
Where
iceberg
in
that
the
would
world
crash.
was Carmen Sandiego?
I'm thinking like because you stopped Carmen from stealing the iceberg that would sink the Titanic sinks and that's a bad ending. Like,
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors.
I was right. Yeah, see? I fucking know my Titanic history. Fuck you.
Oh, right, because he still didn't respond to correct him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stupid Junpei.
Yeah, Junpei, you idiot.
Junpei, you stupid head.
God, didn't you know that someone
Ship
wrote
that
about the
collected
Titanic
dead
before it
bodies was
sunk?
the CS McKay Bennett.
McKay Bennett. And it's bold, like it's really
Fucking
important. That's
CS
interesting.
Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie
Just get the fuck over here.
Bodie McBoatface.
The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident.
That's hella late. What the fuck?
It set out from
People were already
Halifax,
underwater by
Portland,
then.
Canada, and recovered 306 bodies.
That's
The
like
Atlantic that
not
far
even
north was
close
really
to the amount of people that
It
died.
would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't
No,
a
they
very
weren't.
nice story. So,
They like
what
could
happened
not
next?
have been frozen solid.
Wait, are we going to establish another person that... Are we going to establish another person that wouldn't thaw?
That's where
not
the mummy came. That's the mummy.
No, the mummy's not from the Titanic.
Yeah.
No, I thought the... I thought the mummy was from Egypt. It was supposed to be from a tomb. There's the curse of the tomb. Was her soul story. You like that?
What a shitty fucking like storyteller.
And he would never
from the tomb.
Well, they
Something
say the
getting punched
McKay
in the
Bennett
gut.
recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank.
Like cars.
One of the things they found
Tons of
was
cars.
a coffin.
Oh, so it is the mummy.
Yeah.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled.
Wait a
wasn't
second.
just
Isn't
a
that the
wooden
door that
coffin.
was in Titanic, the movie?
It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got
that's
pretty curious
literally
about
not
what
how
might
wood
be inside
works.
it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made.
I'm right though, right? That's
Inside.
not how wood works.
Well, the idea is that he made a perfect casket that was like the lid fits so perfectly on it, like so snugly that if you would just have to hammer it on. Like not with nails, but like you just hammer it in place and it was airtight, so it would not come off
But it
unless you
wouldn't
really
be
pulled it back
airtight.
off.
That's like impossible to do. In
Uh-huh.
Egypt? Like it would take you well, I guess never mind. You're right, that probably could happen. I was gonna say
Maybe.
it would take you like hundreds of years, but yeah, Egypt had nothing but fucking time to build pyramids, so I'm sure they had
Yeah.
time to build shitty coffins.
The secret is to have 1 billion slaves. Then you can get anything done.
Apparently not, because America didn't get shit done in the time we had 1 billion slaves.
We made America.
Yeah, and then we fought each other. Real great. Slavery worked out for us. Egypt got the best part. They got like fucking a bunch of pyramids and some cool dead people.
I don't know what these statements are, but they're not logic.
They got all we got was a bunch of dead generals. Shitty.
They found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman.
Yeah, see, she looks just like, oh shit.
Like Lotus?
Oh
Does she
my
look like
God.
Lotus?
No. She is a character from the next game.
Oh. Is she on like the cover?
She's like on the launch window. When
Oh,
you
you're right,
launch-
because they're in the Nonary Games.
Yeah, when you launch the Nonary Games, it's just her.
Yeah, we have
on
a shared.
Because there's a girl that looks just like Lotus, and I was like, hey, there's like apparently a Lotus
because
clone.
it looks like everybody's just like stand-ins for the other
it's
characters.
just her.
There's some really weird characters on the right side of the screen when you go on the launcher of this game.
Yeah.
For the cast of the next game.
Well, one of them's a robot, which is a replacement for Seven. Seriously, there's just a fucking robot.
Giant mecha samurai.
Well, I mean, maybe he's a human, but he has like a robot head. He's got like a fucking metal head.
Maybe
And
it's
he's
just a
like,
welder mask.
oh yeah, he just got kidnapped. Zero kidnapped me while I was welding a
Yeah.
car.
No, he's another cop that got kidnapped and given amnesia. They're like, you're a welder.
This needs to stop.
You're a ship welder on the docks. you're all dock workers.
This is a whole Nonary game where everyone has amnesia and they're dock workers.
Oh god, what if they pull a full Resident Evil and everyone, like, and actually Ace, what if everyone had lost memory and it was just, Seven's the only one that didn't take correctly, and everyone else slowly starts remembering their past lives, and they all have like a full-on, like, Alice from Resident Evil moment, like, I'm actually the person that broke into this place, and I actually worked here, and oh my god, I was behind everything, and that whole twist. That would hurt.
Except Seven.
That would hurt my soul. Except Seven, he's the only one that actually was like, no, I am a dock worker.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Actually, I thought I was a cop, but I am a dock worker.
Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw.
What a shit day.
They say that the stink was horrible.
Yeah.
But there was one body that didn't thaw. And that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened. And a month passed. And another. And it was summer, and she was still frozen solid.
Well, they carried her from
After a
fucking
while,
Egypt. I
people
mean, it's like
started to say
eternal
she was
summer.
some sort of miracle.
Well, the idea is that they supposedly wouldn't have known at the moment, like, where she was from. It's like, oh, it's another coffin. Oh.
Hello there, Britain. Do you put a mummy on your boat? Is there any reason why there's a mummy on your boat? Yes, Canada. It actually turns out to be a mummy we found in
Well, she
in
wasn't
Egypt.
she's not a mummy because she's not mummified.
She's in a fucking coffin on the boat Titanic that is a huge giant cruise liner that I'm sure had to have a fucking bag check where you had to tell people why you're fucking shipping a goddamn mummy to the United States.
But what if all the documentation's gone now because the Titanic sunk and maybe all of the people got killed by the curse?
Hello,
Curse of the mummy.
America. There is a boat, a big one. You might have heard of it before, called the Titanic. It was going to arrive at your shore. Was there any reason why anybody would be looking for a coffin with a woman in it? Yes, actually, we're looking for that. Did it sink with the Titanic, or do you have it? We have it. Can I have it back, please? No, we're Canada. Fuck you.
like
That took a weird turn.
like why would it?
No,
somebody,
we're Canada. We're Canada. Fuck you.
Somebody wanted this coffin, so somebody had to know where it was either being sent or going.
That was the dumbest thing.
Like,
Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice.
what a shitty superhero name. What a shitty superhero.
I've heard that joke before. What is it? I was listening to the Green Brothers podcast, John Green, Hank Green. One of their daughters kept asking for ice in their drink, and at one point they're like, "No, I want all ice," and so they started calling her All Ice because her name's Alice. That was like just a dumb joke, but I'm like, that's weird to have crop up again here. I don't think they played 999.
They might have.
I think they're too busy.
You say that, but they've written books, so they're clearly not that busy.
Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. And after a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but
What?
that's about it.
Nobody remembers that. No one remembers a fucking mummy that would not thaw out.
So at this point, like, Alice is going to be a plot point in this game.
Yeah.
She has to be, because it's too much. This is the only like thing that's being repeated between all these random tangents everyone talks about. Is that suddenly like we're all going to talk about the mummy now? Okay.
There's two things. One is that rocks can telepathically talk to each other. Two is that there's a frozen mummy somewhere around the world, and she keeps showing up on Titanic boats and sinking them.
I think that happened once.
Well, we're on the second Titanic, and it seems to be sinking now, and I'm sure she's on this boat. So she's 2 for 2 right now.
She's 0.
Yeah.
Alice is 0. Oh my god.
Well, that was easy.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Wait,
Now, why the hell would you say something like that?
why would
I
you?
know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
All right, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
much money
Yeah,
does
that's
this
him.
fucking guy have?
Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
11.
What do you mean?
Bourdain bought Alice in 1912, and 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. But nobody knows where. He died in 1931. And apparently, he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However,
What?
well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
The Forest of Knowledge! So a library. It was a library. It was a chamber past the library.
Beneath the navel of the Gigantic?
That's just the middle.
What, the fucking center of the ship? Has a library in it?
So in the middle bottom there's a library and there's a small chamber past it that has Alice in it. Solved it. Forest of Knowledge is always too obvious because like, whoa, it's made of trees. Whoa, meta. And then meta's not the right thing to call it, but it's like I'm being super clever.
Yeah. It's like
What the hell is
shitty
that?
cryptic.
Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh my god, no.
my guess is better than yours.
None of you can figure out what the fuck a goddamn Forest of Knowledge is.
So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey, what are you two doing over there?
Wait, you weren't
Stop
listening?
wasting time and get over here.
Okay, we're coming.
What are you two doing over there? Revealing the future of the plot?
Jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice. Huh.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy.
God.
They say that she was frozen.
Oh god, I'm getting fucking
The
Vietnam
story
flashbacks.
says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic. Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
I mean, it's not completely insane. If we establish there's a form of ice that's very hard to melt, and then somebody like in water can be made that way, then at least on a science, on a like a silly sci-fi schlock level, it's pretty understandable to be like, yeah, they made Ice 9 in a person.